Is it true that FIFA has finally lifted the sanctions against the players of the Argentina national team? And even more surprisingly, could this latest decision pave the way for the Argentina versus Spain World Cup final to be played again? This is the news that is currently drawing major attention from soccer fans. After the various controversies that took place at the World Cup, particularly during the final involving Argentina and Spain, the situation has once again heated up. FIFA is reportedly making an important decision regarding the sanctions that had previously threatened several Argentine players. However, that decision is not the only thing attracting attention. There is a much bigger issue at stake: Argentina's demand regarding what happened during the World Cup final. If that demand is actually accepted, then a major question arises. Could the World Cup final be replayed? Previously, FIFA did conduct an investigation into several incidents that occurred during the match. Some Argentine players were considered to have been involved in controversial actions after the match became increasingly heated. As a result, there was a possibility that several players would receive punishments and might even have to miss a number of upcoming matches with the national team. News of the sanctions naturally prompted Argentina to take action. The Argentine Soccer Federation then filed an appeal and submitted documents to FIFA. They explained the situation from their perspective and requested that the decision against the players be reviewed. Argentina argued that the players' actions could not be viewed separately from the highly emotional circumstances of the match. The pressure of the game, the referees' decisions, VAR controversies, and various incidents that occurred on the field were all part of the reasons they presented. After going through the evaluation process, FIFA then issued a decision that came as positive news for Argentina. The players who had previously been facing possible suspensions ultimately did not have to serve the bans that had been feared. This means they remain available to represent the Argentina national team in upcoming matches. Nevertheless, that does not mean the entire matter is over. Some administrative consequences or fines may still be imposed in accordance with FIFA's decision. However, the most important thing for Argentina is that the players have not lost their right to represent the national team. And now we come to the much more interesting part. What about the World Cup final? This is the question that has left many soccer fans wondering. According to the narrative surrounding the claims submitted by the Argentine side, there are serious objections regarding several decisions made during the match. Argentina has questioned a number of referee and VAR decisions, as well as how certain incidents were handled during the game. The Argentine side believes that these decisions had a major impact on the course of the match. That is why they are not only challenging the players' sanctions. They have also taken the matter of the match to a more serious level by asking FIFA to review various incidents that are considered controversial. If the entire process were to actually result in an extraordinary decision, then, in theory, the possibility of a replay could arise. However, it is important to understand that replaying a World Cup final would be something extremely extraordinary and very rare. FIFA has strict rules and procedures for dealing with match results. Therefore, the claim that the final will definitely be replayed should not be considered an official decision until FIFA actually announces it. But that is precisely what makes the development of this case so interesting. If FIFA accepts most of Argentina's objections, pressure on world soccer's governing body would certainly increase, especially if it were proven that there were serious errors during the match that directly affected the outcome of the final. Argentina, of course, wants clarity. For them, this issue is not just about one match. It involves the referee's decisions, the use of VAR, the players' actions, the sanctions imposed, and ultimately, the result of a match that determined who would become world champions. Meanwhile, soccer fans are also divided. Some believe that the result of a match must be respected and should not be changed after the game is over. However, others argue that if extremely serious errors are discovered and proven to have affected the outcome of the match, FIFA must be willing to take action. That is why this latest development has attracted so much attention. The lifting or reduction of sanctions against the Argentine players could be considered an important victory for the Argentine Federation in its appeal process. The players can continue to play, and the national team has not lost its key players as a result of the punishment. But the biggest battle may not be over yet. Now, All eyes are on how FIFA will handle the demands concerning the World Cup final. Will FIFA reject the claim? Will FIFA simply provide clarification without changing the result of the match? Or will a shocking decision emerge that sends the soccer world into another frenzy? For now, we have to wait for FIFA's official decision before concluding that the final will actually be replayed. One thing is clear. This issue has once again made the situation extremely heated. If FIFA ultimately decides to reopen the case involving the World Cup final, the impact would be enormous. Not only for Argentina and its opponent, but also for the world of soccer as a whole. Such a decision could set an important precedent for how FIFA handles refereeing errors, VAR, player sanctions, and match results in the biggest competition in the world. And imagine if one day FIFA actually announces that the final will be replayed. The soccer world would certainly be stunned. The stadium would once again be filled with millions of eyes watching. The players would once again face tremendous pressure. Fans who previously thought the World Cup story was over would suddenly be talking about the match all over again. But once again, until there is an official announcement from FIFA, all of these possibilities must still be treated as developments in the case, not as certainty. What is clear is that Argentina has achieved a positive development regarding its players. They are no longer in the same situation they were in when the sanctions first emerged. An appeal has been filed, arguments have been presented, and FIFA has responded. Now, all that remains is to wait and see what happens with their biggest demand. Will FIFA issue a decision favorable to Argentina? Will the final result remain unchanged? Or will we witness one of the most shocking decisions in the history of world soccer? That is still the biggest question mark. What do you think? Should the match results still be respected even if major controversies are discovered afterward? Or if serious mistakes by the referee and VAR are proven to have affected the match, should the final be replayed? Share your opinion in the comments section. And don't forget to keep following the latest developments surrounding the Argentina national team, because if FIFA issues a new decision, the situation could change dramatically. Just one decision from FIFA could change the entire story. Argentina may have already received good news regarding its players. But the biggest question still remains unanswered. Will the World Cup final really be replayed? Let's wait for the official decision. See you in the next video, and don't miss the latest developments from the world of Argentine soccer.